Hey guys, this is Dave from dadsRfunny, coming to you from the wonderful and terrifying world of Magic Farm 2. Now, if you've played Minecraft before and always wished it could be a little bit harder, well, you haven't played Magic Farm 2 yet. Because believe me, that is probably, I believe, good, a sheep. The hardest version of Minecraft that one can play. Let's grab these sheep real quick. You're going to want to bed ASAP in this game. Don't worry about waiting to get iron shears. Just kill the sheep. That's step one. Now, let's talk a little bit about Magic Farm and how it differs from Minecraft. Why is it so difficult? Well, a couple of things. One is food, and the other is tool making, if I had to sum it up. And when I say food, I really mean food and just the whole hunger system. A lot of this is due to the Iguanaman mod. This is a collection of mods, obviously, in the mod pack known as Magic Farm 2. And here's our third sheep. Excellent. So what we're going to want to do is get basically as many berries as we can. This particular biome, which I believe is savanna, brushland actually, is not a bad biome to be in for fruit trees, as you could see. And again, maximizing food is the important thing in this mod, and minimizing hunger. And also, looking for certain kinds of minerals and things that you're going to need to help make tools. Now, we already talked a little bit about how hunger is worse. We'll talk a little bit more detail about that as the game goes on. But the tool making part, whoa, look at those sheep. The tool making aspect, chickens as well. This is probably a good place to settle down. Now, we need to find some gravel, which probably would be available. I like the idea of having a stone floor. Oh, we have copper as well. More fruit. Hey, this is looking like a good starting place. Now, let's talk a little bit about food. Why am I hunting around, pecking around, looking for food like a chicken? Because you're going to find that in Magic Farm 2, your food, wow, doesn't do, there we go, as much for you. Now, you just saw that. That was pretty weak. You're going to find that animals are the same way. Animal-based food is just less helpful. Everything is less helpful for you. Boy, I hear something. Spiders. Interesting. All right, well, okay, we need to find gravel, guys, along with our trek for food. Why gravel? Because gravel is going to help us, speaking of gravel. Well, we got to watch out, though. I bet those spiders are down here. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of gravel and then get the heck out of here. All right, let's zoom back out. Whew! All right, so we're going to pick this as our starting point. We seem to have lots of food sources in the area. We also have copper, even iron, which we can't use right now. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit, guys, about how the tool system works. Now, one thing we want is wood. Need that right away. Since we have gravel, we're actually in a pretty good position to make a starting home. And of course, we have what we need to make a bed. Actually, let me check. What happened to my other wool? That's not good. Okay, let's go get that sheep over here. There he is. Perfect. Got him penned in. There we go. Okay, more fruit. Ooh. Biomes make a big difference in Magic Farm 2. This is a random seed. I'm playing on hardcore mode. And again, once you put Magic Farm 2 into hardcore mode, I really do think you've found the most difficult version of Minecraft to play in terms of, well, hardcore, of course, is bad enough, but combining it with Magic Farm 2 makes it just that much more dangerous. One thing you're going to notice is that I'm going to be avoiding combat like the plague. Why? Because early on, it is just plain suicide. Trust me. Okay, let's just carve out a little bit of a home area. This doesn't look too bad, actually. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and start by making a crafting table. And we'll just plop it down right here, and we'll keep eating our berries. The idea is eventually to mine this copper and also get some clay, some gravel, some sand, which I believe we may be able to find all in the local area here. That's awesome. But we're also going to make a few things, and I'll just go ahead, whoops, and make those now, called patterns. We'll make 8 of them. Let's go get some more trees. Now, patterns are the basis for tool building in Tinker's Construct. Let's talk a little bit about why Magic Farm is different for tools. Earlier I said food and hunger have been changed and they're a lot harder. Well, so have tools. Three major differences. One, no wooden tools except for shovels. No cobblestone tools at all. And we'll talk about how cobblestone is used for tool making, but not as a tool per se. And then the third item is that you can't build a hoe for farming unless it's out of iron. And that also goes for the mattock, which is a similar type of hoe device that's specifically for Tinker's Construct. It's kind of an all-purpose tool. Fast forwarding here, guys, just so we don't dig dirt all day. One thing I want to mention is when I said iron hoe, it could theoretically be an iron hoe or above. I mean, it could be made out of diamond, for example. But, you know, I'm not sure why you'd want to waste a diamond on that. Now, one other clarification, when it comes to the mattocks, if you look at the NEI menu, mattocks, unlike some of the other tools in Tinker's Construct, can't have mixed parts. The iron mattock is completely made out of iron. Diamond mattock, completely made out of diamond. Now, I may be wrong on that. I'd like to hear from you if you think I am, but if you attempt to make one, at least in this version of Minecraft with the Magic Farm 2, it won't work. Well, I wonder if we're just a little too close to these monsters. Oh, they're right down there. Yikes. Alright, we pretty much have flat land all around us, so let's go ahead and build. I think I'm going to, just for the short term, get away from these spiders. Now, a lot of you are going to say, wow, Dave, you're being so cautious. Listen, with the Magic Farm 2 in hardcore mode, you have no choice. We're going to get away from these monsters. They're going to interfere with our sleeping. You can see they're trying to get to us. I say this is looking pretty good. We'll start with a little house here, and then we'll move over maybe across the way when things are a little safer. Alright, now we're on big zoom mode. Go to medium. Okay, that's not bad. This is good. This is good. Now, it's daytime. Still, not much. Let's go ahead and get that gravel going. Why gravel? Because gravel gives you flint the typical way, where every once in a while out pops a flint. But in Magic Farm 2, flint is so important. You can actually predict, you can have a predictable supply by actually just consuming the gravel like you would on any other resource. And let's make that bed immediately, because we are really going to be, yikes, in trouble if we don't, god dang it, make that bed right away. Now, if any of you have played this before, oh, Jiminy Christmas. Oh, no. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Alright, so it's going to be daytime, guys. Wow. Okay, we've got daytime going for us again. It is raining. That's not good. Oh, look at this fruit. Oh, the rain stopped. Awesome. Okay, we just picked up a ton of fruit. I think we're going to be set, guys. Now, I am really worried about all these creepy monsters. Okay, alright, now let's get started on Tinker's Construct. Tinker's Construct is going to allow us to build a few things that we need. And in particular, we're going to start by building a stencil table. And then we're going to take that stencil table. Whoops, we need one more tree. All right. Why? Because we want an actual chunk of trunk. And we're going to do another stencil on top of that to make a part builder. Then we're going to take this crafting table and put a stencil on that, and we have a tool station. All right, so let's take some of that other wood that we have and just make a couple of chests. 5 is good. And we'll just start. Just clear this out. Give us some seeds while we're at it. Okay, and we'll build a, let's just start right here. All right, so we'll go ahead and put our stencil table down and talk a little bit more about how tools are different. We're also going to take one of these chests and use it for a special purpose, a pattern chest. That'll allow us to store the patterns we make with our stencil table. Then we'll have a part builder here. So we'll take our patterns and make parts, and then once we have our parts, put a little chest here while I'm at it, and then that will be our tool station where we'll build the actual tools. Now, we can get started on the tools as soon as we build our basic patterns, which are going to be the pick, pickaxe head, probably the shovel head, definitely the axe head. That's going to be our multi-purpose tool. And the tool binding. Now that's what I'm going to start with. You can make more, but frankly, we don't. I don't want a weapon right now. If I have to use a weapon, I'll use the hatchet. Okay. Now let's take some wood to make a couple bindings, and we'll use the hatchet head to make a hatchet. Flint, actually, to make the hatchet head. And then that same flint will also, or another piece of flint, will be used to make a pickaxe head. So we have everything we need right here to get started. And we'll take the part builder, these parts we've made, and go over to the tool station and build the actual tools. Notice why the pattern chest is helpful. You can access it independently, but you can also access it while you're building various parts, which is handy. Now, in this chest, I'm going to put all the stuff that we just built using the patterns, but that's what I would normally do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take all of it back out because we're going to use this in our actual hatchet construction. Picking the hatchet is our active tool. All we need is a stick, and there we go. And then also we're going to pick the pickaxe. And we need a binding for that one. And as you can see, we could start building custom tools out of different kinds of components. It's all very handy. I'm going to go ahead and put some chests here just to store stuff. Like, let's do this. Seeds and crap we don't need right now. I'll just put all that in here. Let's put the Tinker's Construct books in here. We don't really need much of this at this point. And excellent. Since this is hardcore mode, I'm just going to keep the food with me. If I die, I die. You can see I've got a lot of food here. That's good. And some basic supplies. All right, some sticks for... All right, perfect. All right, for coal, once we find coal. Now, let's go back over. Watch how much better this hatchet is. You know, I kind of like this little spot. Much faster. Leave that guy. Now, we're going to go back over to our original pad site and get that copper. That's going to be really important. We're going to leave the fruit trees when we see them. Not going to cut those down. One thing you'll notice is that raw mutton is a drop now from sheep, which I think is great. You ought to be able to eat a sheep. I wish that was available in Minecraft. Let's take a quick tour, look for more fruit. All right, we can mine. Notice we can mine copper, and notice my skill level is clumsy. My experience points 0%. Watch what happens when I start to mine. Okay. 1.67%. Now, I think I tested this once, and it takes about 5 or 6 stacks of mining. Watch. This won't work. See? Not good enough. All right. Well, too bad. Okay, let's see. Copper, more copper. Boy, those spiders are going. Okay, let's get this coal. Hold on. Boy, there's all kinds of activity down there. You also want to avoid jumping in Tinker's Construct and swimming. I'm sorry. In Magic Farm 2, you want to avoid jumping and swimming because they deplete your health even faster than just walking around and doing normal activities. So be very careful with respect to jumping and swimming. Okay, it's not quite night. Look for any more coal, any more good stuff. Thought there was some coal over here. Oh, now wait, this is really critical, guys. Wow.